Guys, this is Mike with Dry Creek Outfitters. Gonna tie a cool little amp pattern. Gonna use a S10 standard down-eye Gamakatsu. Okay, so here we go. Some black 6/0 thread. Just gonna give it a nice touching wrap all the way back. Little black deer here. Again, get the underfur out, the short ends. I'm going to tie it tips in. I'm going to flatten this thread. About 3/4 of the way down the hook shank. Give it a couple of loose wraps. Capture it with moderately tight wraps. Once I get to the tips, it's not going to flare, so I'm going to tie it. Flatten my thread again. Give it some really nice taunt wraps. Way back. Like so. Durability. Take a little flex mint, put it in there. Then got some of this Locos foam, pretty bright. I'm going to cut some small strips. On this strip on the end, I'm going to cut the corner off on the bottom. I'm going to cut it at a 45-degree angle. Get that thread wide. Tying this in can be fun sometimes, but basically what happens is I'm putting that point in on the back side of the hook, making a cross wrap this way. Cross wrap that way, catching it one more time, and going about almost halfway up the hook shank. Then I'm going to take and hold this deer hair, give myself a little room with the bobbin. I'm just going to move this, I'm going to palmer this foam up. and it shows just a little bit of that locos foam. Get about 2 palmers, and I'm good. A couple wraps behind, 1 in the front. Build a little landing pad for the hair. It's a little more hair than what I need, so I can come in here, trim if I want. There's always that one hair. Okay, a little better. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to get that thread flat again. Pull the hair over. Right hand, equal pressure, 90-degree tie-in point. 1. Then I'm going to move up about 1/8 of an inch, 2, 3. Should be able to see a little bit of that. Then I'm just going to capture all that and wind it down. Got one that decided not to play nice. So then take a little flex mint. The foam is there because it helps this float a little bit, but it doesn't make it float like a foam ant. Foam ants are great, they're durable, you know, they normally fish pretty well, but they don't float in the film enough for me. So basically what this fly does is it'll float in the film and not sink as often as just a normal deer hair ant would be. So got that. Pull this up. Now, if you want to put a sighter on this, indicator, whatever you want to call it. So this orange floral fiber. Just going to get a bunch of this and try and get a little teasing it out. Try and get a little post. Hackle pliers. Trim it out. There we go. Okay. So I put a little drop of flex mint. I don't like how that looks, so I'm just going to go back over it, smooth it out a little bit. There we go. I'm just going to tie this in. I got a little bit of that flex mint on that landing area for the for that wing, if you want to call it, the indicator. Chop that. I got some of the go. So I'm just going to tease this up a little bit. I'm going to take the little bit of hackle left over from the Goddards. I'm going to tie it in at the front. I'm going to wrap that all the way back till I have a wrap that's touching where that indicator wing is tied in. I like how it's laying. I'm going to back it off. Get it again. Bring it up. I'm putting decent pressure on this. Get it tied in. Move it back forward. I'll use my rotary function here. Like so. Bring that up, capture it. 1, 2 behind, 1 in front. Pull all of that material up, give it a nice snug down. Come in here, trim out the feather. What's going to happen here is I'm going to take this, pull this up, and advance that thread on the hook shank towards the eye. Bring it up. Make sure that thread's not too roped. 90-degree tie-in again. Kind of putting pressure on the thread down and the hair up. 2. There you go. There's the head. Two. Tighten it. Trim it. Nice little ant. Floatable. I'm going to take just a little dap of head or flex mitt, and I'm going to put it right behind the flared part on that second little nodule. That'll help. That'll soak into that thread. Help keep it intact. Then I can dress back here a little more if I want. And that is a nice low riding ant pattern. Had a lot of luck with this. That floral fiber makes it pretty visible. You can tie in white flash if you want to as well for if you have winged ants. But that's been a very effective pattern, especially on some small streams and more terrestrial based streams. But thanks for watching.